Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 21 SBC video, and today guys, I'm going to be taking a look at the new Premier League Player of the Month, Iheanacho, who recently has really come into form for Leicester. Of course, he got himself an 83 rated domestic man of the match card for his really good FA Cup performance, I believe it was a few weeks ago, and now been given what looks to be a pretty awesome Player of the Month. But what concerns me is the 3 segments for him. I was kind of hoping it was going to be maybe just 1 segment or 2 segments for him. I'll have to have a look at his in-game stats in a second as well. But what is he going to require for this squad? So it's going to be an 80 rated squad, which is good with 1 Nigerian player, an 83 rated, and an 85. I think it should have been 80, 83, and 84 with no inform. And I think that, but we'll have a look at his in-game stats in a second, but that's expensive. Like, this isn't too bad. These first 2 segments are going to be very easy to be able to do with, like, the upgrade pack still available. This one is a bit of a pain, I won't lie. If it was an 80, an 83, and an 84 with no team of the week, I would be saying do this SBC. And maybe it still might be, but we'll have to have a look at his in-game stats. So, yeah, 4-star skill is obviously very nice. Medium work rate isn't the best. 3-star weak foot obviously isn't good. His in-game stats, his pace is actually very well rounded. His shooting stats are actually brilliant. His passing is good. 90 short passing on a striker is fantastic. His dribbling stats, aside from balance and composure, which are a little bit on the low side, the rest of his dribbling's fine. His physicality is good. His heading accuracy is nice. He's got 2 good player traits. Actually, you know what? I think that's decent value for money. It's better. This SBC Jovino yesterday was terrible. Terrible value for money, in my opinion. And Nacho's value for money, I think, is actually pretty decent. I think that is a really good card. I won't be completing the SBC because, of course, I'm having problems being able to do player reviews at the moment on the channel due to various reasons, which I can't be bothered to go into in this video. But when you look at like Premier League strikers, obviously he isn't from the major clubs. He's not from like he's not from one of the traditional big 6 like Spurs, Liverpool, United and stuff like that. But of course, there are obviously a lot of good strikers already available in this game from the Premier League. There are quite an abundance of players, but I think he's a really good card. When you compare with like other 86 races, of course, is the Wilfried Zaha in form, the Werner in form, and then you get down to that Iheanacho Player of the Month. I mean, he's a lot better than Ryan Brewster's Future Stars card, for example. He's a lot better than the Milestone Connolly as well. I think this is a really good card because although he's only 86 rated and yes, only has 3-star weak foot and doesn't have the best work rate, but when you have a look at his in-game stats, the only 2 slight issues are his composure at 81, which we know you can't improve, and his balance at 81, which can be improved with certain chem styles. His passing stats for a striker are very good. I personally think this SBC, initially I was thinking this wasn't going to be, when I was looking at the 85 rated score with the team, I was thinking EA have overpriced this card, but to be honest, I don't think he's that overpriced. I think this is actually a really good card, and I think in-game, he will play very well. So I like this SBC. If you're thinking of doing the SBC, I would say go for it. I mean, I understand that. I would just make sure you put a chem style that really gets that balance up a little bit more. And then I think you got yourself a fantastic card. Like, you've got really good player traits as well. I personally think this SBC is actually decent value for money. I mean, he's going to come in at around about, you see, the 80 rated squad and the 83 rated squad, you're going to be able to do for almost next to nothing because I believe you still have the upgrade packs. You have the 81 plus player pick pack. You have the 81 to the 87 pack available as well, which are very easy to be able to do. That even going for the 85 rated squad isn't going to be ridiculously too hard. Obviously, the inform is going to cost quite a bit. The chemistry, obviously, on this team is very high, but being able to get like an 80 rated squad with good chemistry isn't going to be that hard to be able to do. So personally, in my opinion, I actually think this is a really good SBC. But anyway, guys, that will finish off this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.